Here we go.
And the Dolphins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Tua going to throw. Get points out of this drive.
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make
22 needle.
Now on second and 13. Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Here we go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after one. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Here's second and a yard. To throw, it's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They run here with Singletary. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Throwing now is Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They can stop us. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. .157 to go in this first half on EA Sports. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. On the ground is Mostert to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Red, cycle. Black shot. White. Ready?
Tua on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's going to have a 1st down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. On play action, Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On the ready. Opposite. Green. 43 rail. Black Ultra.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, go ahead and set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
17.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's trying to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Switch, yellow.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. Hey, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
6, Mega.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jamison Crowder from 17 yards out. And the Bills have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check pink.
From midfield, here's Tua. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
On the double.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Up the middle they go with Mostert. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Tua now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. From the gun, it's Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Jamison Crowder. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Got it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. taken down.
Here we go.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Ball red. Blue striker.
Now Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man here. It's Wilson. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Real green.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake. Allen escaping the pressure right. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, get me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He completes it to Wilson. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Let's go now. Yellow, go. Black shot. White.
Here's Tua. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Let's go.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Right, 60.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
52 blaster. 10 cycles. Black Ultra. Slide glue.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Sanders on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second. And now here is another interception. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, it's pretty rare that you see a ball game decided by this wide of a margin, and now it gets, Charles, even wider after that pick six. They've done everything right on that sideline.
I think we can safely say that not only is the scoreboard, right, the gap big there, now everyone's just looking for stat padding, right? Do I get a chance to make a big play? Can I get a takeaway? Can I go ahead and put the ball in the end zone? That's what these guys are all talking to each other about now with a lead this big.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Faster. Ready?
On first down, Tagovailoa. He's got long, his tight end complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. from the 41. Tua. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
Yeah, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bills, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Miami, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now a give right side McCaffrey. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Phillips in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Let's go.
4th down, Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.